old versus new, and we're going to see what these two players can bring to the table here, show how everything works out.
I feel like just the on-paper matchup, I do really like Pyra and Mythra in this matchup. Mythra especially, being how fast she is, she's a fantastic zone breaker, and Link being one of those characters that wants to keep you kind of at arm's distance. Mythra definitely has that speed to kind of make Link a little bit uncomfortable, but despite all that, Frost getting off to a really, really good start, a quick 39% right here. But here comes Shad0w with those tried and true deadly Mythra combos. I feel like she hits you 20 times, but it only does like 7 damage, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, I mean, it's one of the things I've been trying to tell people is that I feel like Mythra is essentially just Sheik with a disjoint. And at any point in time, like, they don't necessarily struggle to kill because you see this character, Pyra, come out, who honestly just hits harder than Ganondorf, it feels like sometimes. Ooh, almost gonna be able to take the stock right there. Won't be able to actually get it closed out, but oh my goodness.
Getting that prominence revolt, that up B is deadly. The thing is, even if it misses, you can fade it back or fade it forward a little bit to give you a little bit of extra spacing to kind of make the punish a little bit harder, but managing to land it that time, and that is what makes this character so deadly. They can just use that prominence revolt pretty much any time, and if they have platforms like the Pokemon Stadium platforms here, makes it just a little bit safer as well.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll definitely have to see how they continue to switch between Pyra and Mythra. I mean, so far, it's looking pretty good, but man, Frost almost got something crazy happening there. But even though they've started off pretty hot, like, they're kind of struggling to get the damage going here ever since, you know, Shad0w took something. But, okay, the down smash, gonna be able to even this up. 51% is the difference between the two of them, but how far can they go here?
Yeah, there's a really good tech chase followed there by Frost, but it might be too little too late with the way Shad0w was playing. I feel like you can't trade hits with Pyra, especially as a character like Link. Link hits pretty hard, but Pyra, like you mentioned earlier, is basically Ganondorf with a sword. Well, with a good sword, I should say. Ganondorf has a sword. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
It's pretty much Ganondorf with a good sword, so you can't really afford to trade hits, which is exactly what Frost isn't doing right now, managing to close that gap quite a bit. Only about a 30 or 40 or so percent deficit, but that's going to be a punish, yeah. Missing that up B, eating every single inch of that forward smash and losing that stuff.
Yeah, man, but that's kind of one of those things that Link players can sometimes get caught up doing time and time again. Oh no!
Did he just give up? What happened there?
I think what happened is he tried to activate the bomb beforehand, and then when they were off stage, they were hoping to pull it again so they could shoot themselves back to the stage. And Pyra just had it in hand, so they actually could not detonate it the whole time.
That is unfortunate, but you know what? As a Link player, you kind of have to hold those sometimes. Well, he didn't hold it that time, but you know what I mean. You kind of have to hold those L's. Hold those L's sometimes. That was really good awareness from Shad0w to just grab onto the bomb, knowing that Frost was going to need that to get back. Very, very solid game one coming from them, and I wonder if we're going to see any switches in game two. I feel like Frost was in that for the most part, but Pyra and Mythra, I think Mythra especially, like I mentioned earlier, is just so hard for Link to deal with because of the speed, because of the combos. She does not really give you any room to kind of set up, which is exactly what Link needs, not having the greatest frame data in the game. And yeah, Mythra just kind of nullifies you at close range.
Yeah, no, Mythra is just... It's like I said, man, it's Sheik with a disjoint, and Sheik already does such a good job of staying in your face and keeping that pressure up, and now you just extend their threat range a little bit further by giving them that disjoint, that sword, and it, like, again, the forward air, the back air, the down air, the nair, like, it covers so much space, and the fact that they could continuously do it so fast. I remember when this character first came out, and we saw so many people chasing people down, just trying to get down tilts and up tilt happening, and spamming those things. I'm just like, what is this character? Thankfully, they struggle to kill a little bit, but it doesn't really matter too much when you just got to snap your fingers and all of a sudden you got a max semi at the end of a stick just beating the hell out of people.
You have basically a full range Ganondorf with a fantastic up B killing move, a really decent forward smash as well, up tilt that'll kill you, down air that'll kill you, like pretty much every single move that character has that'll pretty much kill you. So yeah, you're exactly right with that analysis there, but right now, just getting set up for this game too. I see Smashville and Yoshi Story getting banned, so trying to get rid of some of those platforms that Link could use to kind of run away and camp a little bit. But I'm actually surprised they got rid of Yoshi Story. I would have thought that a character like Pyra would like that stage, personally.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the problem is. I know that like Link does hit harder than people think Link does
Oh yeah,
sometimes. And I feel like
absolutely.
it's like we don't see the character quite as much. I feel like Toon Link and Young Link are just that much more popular. We tend to see them a lot more. But like when Link, lands like a dash attack or even just the spin attack that they have, it can kill relatively early. And when you go to Yoshi's, again, if you just don't want to deal with that, you don't want to deal with that. Especially like if they were to get sent off stage like 30-40% and Link got a bomb out there and was able to actually connect with it, it could be a really bad time for Pyra, Mythra, or just any character. So I'm not too surprised. They probably just want a bit more space because it seems like they're favoring Mythra more so than Pyra.
Yeah, that was definitely the case in that first match. Even though they managed to get the kills with Pyra, I feel like they were Mythra for pretty much like 85% of those
Mhm.
stocks, and they kind of just switched Pyra in for a cup of tea and got her out as soon as she got the KO. So yeah, that definitely I like that analysis right there. Probably right. I do wonder where they're gonna go. I wouldn't imagine they want to go. Frost would want to go back to PS2. I would think you would like maybe an FD or a Kalos just to give you a bit of space to run away and maybe get some bombs or boomerangs or whatever the case may be. Um, that's what I'm thinking though.
Yeah, I think you might be right in the fact that I think we might see Kalos, to be honest. I think
Yeah,
Kalos might be the play here. It does give Link enough space to be able to try and get their game plan going, but also gives them that extended blast zone to just allow them to live a little bit longer because Pyra's out here just absolutely just putting stocks to bed. I mean,
yeah,
I know that final stock was
a
kind
bit
of
of
at
spaghetti.
Frost's own
Yeah,
doing. Yeah, it was a bit of
yeah,
spaghetti, but I mean, it is what it is as we move forward and stuff like that. I mean, it's always easy to look at hindsight and just say, I was correct because I
yeah,
know how this worked out.
yeah. When you're in the moment, you don't even realize what's happening sometimes until you look
Right.
back. You're like, man, what the hell was what the hell was that?
Seriously, though.
But anyways,
Oh,
guys,
man.
we're just getting stage picks and stuff situated. If you are just joining us, this is the North American side of Get On My Line 2021, sponsored and
Mhm.
powered by delicious, nutritious Red Bull. We got Mies and Skiff here. If you are just joining us, we appreciate you all for being here. We just finished game one. Shad0w took it over Frost. And no, I was wrong. We are actually going back to PS2. But Shad0w took it over Frost. Frost looking to bite back right here in this second game to get himself on the board.
Yeah, this should be very interesting to see how this works out. Honestly, like again, I'm not surprised to see PS2. I mean, ever since I've moved down to MDVA, like PS2 is just such a familiar stage. If it wasn't
Yeah.
familiar before, it's familiar now. These people love to play this stage. Whole sets. And I don't get it, but it's whatever. But it's just like it feels like a generally pretty solid neutral stage for a lot of matchups. I mean, a lot of people should stop going to PS2 if you play certain characters, but we're actually going to see a
Ooh.
change. And you know what? I like this, actually. This is actually really solid. Squirtle can get in on Swordies and other characters really, really well, rack up a lot of damage. And then you got characters like Ivysaur and Charizard who can put stocks to bed with relative ease.
Yeah, Squirtle definitely a better matchup against Mythra in my opinion. Kind of not quite as fast as Mythra, but definitely has a lot more speed than Link. A lot more quicker hitboxes and a quick, faster moves that can kind of match all the kind of fluff that Mythra wants to throw out. And like you said, you can just switch to Ivysaur or Charizard, similar to how Pyra and Mythra can switch between those two characters and get those easy kills, like we might actually see right now. Those up airs land.
Yeah, that up air probably would have been enough just to be able to close that out, especially about 111. I mean, Pyra and Mythra aren't exactly particularly heavy. I think their weight variables in general. I think Pyra's around like Mario weight or a little heavier, and then like Mythra's around Steve. But oh my goodness, a forward smash using the head to send them to the blast zone. Oh boy.
Yeah, you can't miss any up Bs against the Charizard because I know Pyra was at relatively high percent, but pretty much anything above like 65 and that Charizard forward smash could definitely send you to the Shadow Realm like we saw right there. Oh my god, talk about Shadow Realm, 63% quickly. Oh, poor Frost right now on the second stock, all Squirtle.
Yeah, man, that was actually really impressive. I mean, right here, okay, was able to get it. I thought they ended up dropping the combo by just moving a little too forward ahead, but almost going to be able to lap the percentage before Pyra started getting a little bit more damage onto the board here. Let's see what this Ivysaur is capable of doing. Okay, down air.
Oh, what? Man, I almost cussed.
I wasn't expecting the forward smash to send them straight up. Like, that was the weirdest hitbox.
And like switching to Mythra in that situation when you have Frost at 123, maybe a bit of a questionable decision right there. Definitely got punished for it. And right now, Frost already has Shad0w at 67%, still going, and Frost is doing everything they can to take this stock. They do not. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I was wondering if they're gonna get the down air out, because that's the thing is with Mythra's side beat, like it's one of her like more better recovery options, which isn't saying much, but like you kind of need that when you kind of need that when your recovery options are so limited. But the problem is that a lot of people don't take into consideration is that it's very gimpable, and as you can see with Ivysaur down air, really gonna be able to end that. How did you go from losing game 1 from like a 2 stock to 3 stocking the next game, man? That's insane.
That PT character switch, like, you know, kind of what Pyra and Mythra do. They can switch up, give you a different look. You kind of have to adjust your play style mid game. But with Pokemon Trainer, there's 3 of them. It's Pyra +1, Pyra Mythra +1, and you have to keep that adjustment going on. Fighting against Squirtle is different than fighting against Ivysaur, which is different against fighting against Charizard. I just don't think Shad0w was ready. Because what we saw in that first stock, Frost pretty much went all Squirtle up until the end, and then went all Ivysaur towards the end of it, only kind of switched in Charizard for that 1 kill, and I just don't think Shad0w was ready to kind of make those quick in-game adjustments, and he got punished for it. I think got punished for it.
You know, it makes me wonder here. Why do they just enjoy playing Link more? Because this PT seems so much more clean. And I don't know if it's just a matchup thing, but they just seemed like really on top of their game plan.
That's like, yeah, Frost probably would have won this if he had us to win a PT game 1. But you know what? There's a reason he's in tournament, and I'm sitting at home talking about him play. Okay.
Yeah, right.
that's all I gotta say. But again, right now, both players just trying to get in on each other. Again, Squirtle and Mythra, both very quick characters. All they need is that 1 hit, and they can carry you from one side of the stage to the other seemingly. And both of them are just looking for that one really good hit.
Yeah, no, it's actually, okay, there we go. Got to take their time on the ledge, find a way to get on stage, gets the back throw too, and that back throw from Squirtle, it's like mini Dr. Mario back throw.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, great stuff so far. Both players are kind of getting some good damage in here. Nobody's finding a really big spot, but this could be bad.
Ooh, almost getting that down here. That definitely would have spelled death for Shad0w. Oh, Nintendo. Oh, no, we're back. Never mind. I thought we got a bit of lag.
I was with you. But there we go. We got the forward smash from Mythra, and again, not gonna be able to kill. But yeah, dude, we both got like, oh no.
I was like, oh, Nintendo, why? Well, there we go. That down air into up air for Shad0w, getting that first stock. That's pretty much, I feel like, the tried and true Pyra special right now. That down air into up air, one of their consistent kill. All their options are consistent, but one of their most consistent, well used options there. That down air into up air. As we see, Charizard managing to take that stock, and we have a tied game already. But oh my God, this Squirtle, quick 34%. I feel like that should have done a lot more, but then I remembered mid combo that it was Squirtle. So
yeah. I mean, it's also like they kind of got to the ledge. If they were able to be like, you know, more on stage or starting the other side of the stage, it probably could have got a little bit more, especially with these platforms in place as well. So I think it's just because of the positioning. That's probably why they were only able to get 39%, but still, that's a big amount of damage. Squirtle's still out here putting down some big damage. That's a forward smash. Yep, gonna take that out. Oh, goodness.
I really feel like Squirtle should not be winning neutral this much against Pyra Mythra. I really feel like it shouldn't be happening this much.
It's what Russian characters do, man.
Oh my goodness, that's a quick 55% already, and Shad0w has no answer for that Squirtle. Honestly, if I'm Frost, I would have stuck with that Squirtle this entire time, because until Shad0w showed that they knew how to deal with it, I would have stuck with it until he punished me for it, and they were not able to do that up until this point. But either way, it's looking like Frost is primed to take this game. Good forward or a forward throw off stage. That should be a punish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay, man. Got that Mario Party DI. What the? That Mario Party DI.
Sometimes you just gotta struggle and you just hope for the best, and you just got the worst case scenario there. And you know what? You can't even it's not even fair to call that Mario Party DI. I've played some of those games, man. You literally just have to hope for the best option, and it still just sometimes ruins your day. So.
Oh man. Anyways, shout outs to Frost there for taking that game. I'm not gonna lie. After that first game with Link, I was like, oh, they might be in for a very long set. But that switch to Pokemon Trainer came clutch, and Shad0w really had no answer for any of the Pokemon, but especially that Squirtle. that Squirtle just put in so much work. I'm surprised it didn't evolve mid-game, but that Squirtle put in so much work.
Yeah, man. No, that Squirtle is definitely